What's up, guys? So today had a pretty good day. $361.50, 19 tickets, and $21.30 in commission. So basically, what I did, what you see here is TME opening range breakdown. I actually went in a bit earlier, so that's the thing, right? I usually do it after the 5 minute, but anytime I go before, I'm extremely cautious and I try not to do that, but I did anyway today, so it's a bad habit. I need to break it. But the good thing is, I was very conscious of doing that. So if you look at the 1 minute here, so 5 minute breakdown, I went short, it dropped, but it didn't really break this level, and I just got the heck out. If you look at my 1 minute chart here, this is basically what happened. It dropped, couldn't break this level for 2 minutes. It did do this pullback. That's where I went short again, thinking that this is just a pullback and it will continue to drop. It didn't. It hit this level again, and I recognize that, so I just got out really quickly. And then, of course, I just bounced really badly. So if I had waited, I could have taken the 5 minute break up. I could have made much more money than I had here. So again, lesson to be learned is not to get in too early. But fortunately, I was able to extradite myself from the situation. So if you look at the daily level, it gapped down. I was biased on the long side a bit. So that's another reason why I was very quick to get out. So I went short in this position. There's this level sitting here, 1610. So I would have, if it were to drop, I would probably have gone out around that area anyway. If you look at the 15 minute, it's very bearish here. It dropped. So going short is a good idea, but once it couldn't break this, you just get out, and then it sort of became bullish in the next 15 minutes to 30 minutes. So anyway, that's the TME, and then the next one is SMAR. So again, 15 minute, you see this is engulfing pattern. On the next 15 minute, I went short on the daily level. It gapped up pretty big. So I went short because it's a little extended. It's on the high end of this range. So it led me to be bearish on it. 5 minute. So you see huge candlestick down. It popped up, couldn't maintain the level, so I would have exited at a VWAP if it were to pop back up around VWAP. It did not, so I went short just under VWAP. How that looks like on the 1 minute is like this. 1 minute, it dropped. So there's this level here. Stocks are typically attracted to previous day close or previous day opens, stuff like that. So I was biased on it dropping. So on this pullback, I saw it didn't break this EMA, so I went short here. 500 shares. It did go up. So let's see here. This is 47.17, 47.49. So it did drop, and then it did do this pullback, but I held it through that pullback. And then on the way down again, I just covered my position. And so that was $143.50 off of this stock. I would have exited if this continued and it would form a higher high than this, simply because I was afraid this level would have done this here, but it didn't do that. 46.63. So that was SMAR, and it's actually kind of a choppy stock, to be honest. But yeah, this level would have been quite choppy. So that's another reason why I just quickly got out. But another reason why to take small size. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not exactly sure if I took 500 shares of it or if I only took 300 shares, which allowed me to survive the pullback. I could have taken just 300 shares on this. Anyway, onto the next trade, NVRO. Again, 5 minute. This is breakdown, so it bricked up. and then I saw that it couldn't maintain this level with 62.31 or whatnot, and then it has this engulfing breakdown. It's about VWAP. There's no resistance here whatsoever. Daily level, again, it popped way up on the daily level. You see it's way up here. There's VWAP, couldn't break VWAP. So only way for it to go was down. 15 minute, same thing. It popped up and then it couldn't hold this level. And I basically entered as it started to fall. 5 minute, we went through that. And then 1 minute, this is how it looks like on the 1 minute. So 1 minute, as you can see here, it formed this high already, and then it dropped. This is like a reverse ABCD, so ABCD. So it couldn't break this level. So on the way back down, I went short, and then it just dropped. So I started covering, and the spread on this is pretty big. So what I did was I did limit orders. I was pretty sure I only did this one I did 500 shares. So in SMAR, I was able to survive that slight pullback because I took 300 shares. So even though it was a significant pullback, it didn't really affect my P&L. So I wasn't scared out of my position because I took a small size 300 shares. This one I took 500 shares. And the reason for that is because I saw that it, and this is kind of big for the stock of this price, $61, at least for me. So here it hit this level, couldn't make a new high, popped up, kind of maintained this. It couldn't break this level, maintained it. And then when I saw that this was as high as it could have gotten, so it's a lower high, I went short, and then I quickly set my levels. And notice that I set my level here where the EMA is because, again, this could be a level of resistance. You never know. And so... And here, as you can see, it did form a level of resistance for a bit, and it even popped back up to my original entry. So I didn't want to wait through this whole consolidation period, so I basically exited. But as you can see, it actually went down all the way down to 59.01. So technically speaking, I could have gotten this play out, and then on maybe here at 950, after I watched it for a bit and saw that it couldn't go any higher, made an entry here, or I could have made an entry here at 951 as well, probably taking smaller sizes and then riding it down. But I made the amount of money I needed to make for the day, so I was done for the day. And then there's one more trade I took, NOMD. So for NOMD, daily level, gap down. So I was long bias on this. So obviously this was on the lower range of it. So obviously it's going to try to come back up and fill that gap. And so if you notice this, it basically filled back the gap. It gapped down, and then now the gap is filled. Basically, it filled the gap in 1 day. 15 minute, how it looked like there. So notice the engulfing pattern. So it couldn't make this new low. This is a higher low. And this was bullish, so I entered pretty much right at the middle of the candlestick here. On the 5 minute, how this looks like. So low, higher low, close to VWAP. So I entered here. And so the thing is, I exited a little too quickly, 500 shares. The reason for this is actually right at exactly the same time I was also playing NVRO. Obviously, NVRO... actually, I think I was playing SMAR, SMAR. Let's see. Yeah, I was playing SMAR. And obviously, SMAR, even though it's 300 shares, was a more volatile stock. Notice how the wicks and the candlesticks are like... The range is 47.75, 40... It's almost like 80 cents. So this obviously took precedence over NOMD. So when NOMD was giving me a profit, I exited. And then actually NOMD too was kind of volatile here. Look how long this wick was, right? It basically covered the entire range of my entry and exit. So it's a good thing I got out, but technically speaking, I could have wrote this at least at this 1 minute mark if I was focused just on this up until 1987. But I saw that this was a lower return on my investment than NVRO, SMAR. So I exited NOMD at the slight profit and just focused my attention as SMAR, which is a good thing because if I didn't, I would have missed this exit, and then I would have been chopped up. So, moral of the story for myself at least is I'm not skilled enough to play two stocks at the same time. So I'm just going to focus on one at a time, and try to avoid doing those types. It's kind of risky. I was a little freaked out, I have to say. So anyway, it's good to do live journal recaps because of this, so that you can learn from your own mistakes. Anyway, that's it for the day.